I was in groups and things in the 60s. And I got my first recording out of the blue. Nobody knew me, apart from the clubland. My first gig was in Leicester. It was at the Boot and Shoe Club. I did a lot of work around Leicester area in those days with the bands. Out of the blue, at that sort of time, I got a phone call from, I'd never heard of this chap, because we didn't have a manager, just an agent that, got us work. And a guy with the name of Shel Talmy, an American, he said, I've been told you've got a good voice. I'm a producer, and I've got this song which I think you should listen to and see if you want to record it. I liked the song except for the middle eight, because it went into like a Rolling Stones section. It went into like, I'm going to tell them it's going to be da, 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 da. And I said, I didn't like that. No. So I rewrote the middle eight and then sent it back to Shel Talmy. And he says, right, have you got a band? I said, yeah, I've got just a 3-piece. He says, well, come down to the studio. It was near the BBC down in the West End. And we went down there and sang it. And they said, sounds a bit thin. He said, go and have a coffee and I'll get a couple of players in to help you out. Session guys, he said. So we went for a coffee, came back, and there were 2 people sat there, one at an organ, and the other one was a young lad with a guitar. And I said, who's that? He says, he's a guitar player called Jimmy Page. I don't know what happened to him.
I think he's done all right for himself.
We didn't have a manager, so nobody to push the record. So it didn't do anything, basically.
3 big hits, though, in 71, Las Vegas,
71,
What I Did from the Rear, and, of course, Is This the Way to Amarillo? In fact, you're a freeman of Amarillo, Texas, because of that, aren't you?
Yes, I went over there in the middle of a tour. I got 4 days to rest my voice. And the Sun newspaper says, we're going to take you out to Amarillo because you've never been there. I says, no, I haven't. So they took me there and dressed the Lord Mayor, not the mayor, not the Lord Mayor, but the mayor. He took me out, bought me a cowboy hat, cowboy boots, all sorts of stuff, and for my wife. And we had TV round us and all sorts. He says, this Amarillo, this song, I said, you not heard it? He says, no.
You've recorded songs by Jarvis Cocker. You appeared in Emmerdale as well, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten about that.
The one I remember is the Evita, the original soundtrack of Evita before it was staged, and you sang Night of 1,000 Stars, the Magaldi song, didn't you?
In fact, they wanted me to do the West End when they went to move to the West End. But I was so busy. I was booked like 2 years ahead. And to, tours, Australia, New Zealand, all over the place. I couldn't do it, so I don't know who did it, because I couldn't afford. Well, I couldn't cancel all these tours. So I missed out doing the West End then.
What keeps you going? You could have retired. You could have put your feet up. You could have, moved to a warmer climate. You're a Yorkshireman, I know that. But what keeps you going?
Working keeps me going. I had a very bad fall about 6 years ago on stage in Germany, which crushed 3 of my vertebrae in the bottom of my back, which paid to my golfing career. And I just thought, well, I'm going to keep working. I forget what he used to say to me, you retire, you die. So I thought, well, I don't want to die yet. No, I enjoy it. I really enjoy working. So while it's there, I shall carry on recording and touring and whatever.